win the game, and they did.
Yeah, you know, I think that's the difficult part of DRX because you can see the steps they're making towards improvement. These are the firepower that they have. I think the worry, if you listen to this comes from like the listen-ins. There's such emotion when you can get these kills, but not maybe necessarily. Okay, from this we go to this, this we go to this. Whereas for T1,
probably better actually.
So methodical, especially how they set up around those objectives. Again here in game number 2. Kuba looks pretty good. Baker looks pretty good. T1 buzzing as usual. Maybe they'll get the job done here in game number 2, or maybe DRX will.
Oh no, not Fiddle.
Oh, this guy's also pretty good.
I hate Fiddle.
So much, yes, it is time to get into game number 2. Let's see where the city is going to be more visible.
It's okay, they're all healing. I reckon Slayer's gonna hit a nerve.
I reckon it will.
I'm surprised it's not. Like, I reckon it's gonna hit a 10%, 30%, maybe even 20%, 25.
Yeah, it's I'd say it's something that's huge.
Yeah, we're playing ranked.
The quiet before battle.
Everyone else is gonna abuse it in rank, you might as well. Like, there's no point in not, you're just putting yourself at detriment.
I was just like,
The city's future is riding on
I
animals'
think it's
shoulders.
really fits into be a carry.
Oh, she's a... I didn't even realize.
I'm gonna call it flow.
Time of death, now or
Correct colors for both of these teams. DRX, of course, very blue. T1, very red. Red side, blue side, you love to see it. But
No, I can't go marksman. I have 0 front line.
Now everyone is very clear on where we stand. It's a side selection and where the players are playing and what colors their jerseys are.
they were very confused before.
No, I know.
It was really useful of me to do that.
It can be quite tricky, and if some colorblind watchers might actually appreciate it.
Did you know the most common colorblindness is actually red-green colorblindness?
Huge.
Why are our traffic lights red and green, Wolf? Answer me.
Oh, let's got the champs game. I'll debate on
also
it.
that
Bro.
shape, so it's okay.
Nice.
They do have
What a scroll.
Just make sure you tell them.
left and right, forward, up and down. Okay, Callista going to be the final band here, as once again it is going to be the Poppy, Barrett, and Callista this time.
Vayne and Shaco taking out the competition.
Yeah.
Choose a gold generating artifact. I'm actually going to choose not to. I'm going to go not today. I'm going to do this. Put that.
There's something that's really difficult to
That.
read in chat. This guy says, Atlas, if you read this, say yippee when Timo is locked in. But Timo's not locked in, so how would he then know that I read his message?
He's just banning you from saying yippee.
Oh, wait, but I said it when I read out the message. Oh, no, it's doomed. Okay, Ambessa and Misfortune. Pretty good 1-2 punch.
I may have done a thing.
I've kind of done a thing.
I may have marksman called.
So, like, Dor and Ambessa, this is where he's going to have to show that he can play more of that
Oh.
style. It hasn't really been the way T1 has looked. Although we did have a
You had rapid fire? You do have rapid fire.
I
Fuck.
want to see what Utah wants to play with.
Only 2.
Ari here.
Come on. No!
Senate.
Huh? Oh, the execute. Flatline, man, that's crazy.
It's a question of, what you call
And then I use my second augment just to get a bit.
Wait.
Is
Is that permanent?
It is going to
Yeah.
be the Ari, so it's another.
I'll have that for the rest of the game.
You shine brightly.
The 4%.
That's good, yeah.
It's stack.
I don't think it's stacked, but it's
Silas instead, never mind.
Oh, no, yeah, no, it would be
I
fine.
would fire. I was
No,
expecting. The
and
tournament
a
numbers
round
felt
reset,
like
surely.
it was already so powerful into the amount
0.77.
has been set up, but a lot of people do
It'll be hard to tell because of the
0.84. No, just leave. Oh, well, if after this round,
Yeah, true.
Kindred was 0.84 by the way.
Yeah, that was the one I had.
What do I do? Ah, come on. Nice.
This final ban, probably just going to be another 80 carry, likely a safe one. Yep. So you took away the Ezreal, safe, took away the dive, and you took away the Zaya. Because they have Ambessa, they have Silas, so they have their own version of die. Even though DRX have the Vi, the Ahri, they also have their really strong engage tools and great follow-up with the Misfortune. Maybe a backline here?
Oh, it's a
Sorry, I needed Kindred anyway.
It's
Bruh.
100%
I was actually going Kindred the whole time. I just wasn't sure if this.
No,
was
I
better.
don't believe you. I don't believe you. Don't believe you.
Oh, well, you're a little bitch.
They're not running the Orion.
But
That's really mean.
Yeah, well, I want Evan Shroud.
Silas in the mid lane, but I
Yeah.
do feel like Maokai
So
works really well at keeping DRX's composition at bay. And
You shine brightly.
huh?
Is it just Nidalee trying his own? I mean, he's having a giggle. It might just be his never.
Oh, way more
it's
fun.
the Lee Sin.
Nice.
Way more fun.
And we had.
Yeah, Kindred's back in the shop for you, because that's definitely what you
Now
wanted.
We've got the owner classic in the Lee
I mean,
Sin.
she's my
Get to
DPS right
answer
now.
this with
So
whatever
I would like to upgrade her.
Well, that's
Vi
true.
is already locked in. So we just need a bottom lane here from DRX.
I need more room block.
They should run now.
Certainly looking to scrap in this game number 2. Yeah.
Leona is available. Could be one of the answers to this force. It doesn't
Oh, no.
Very mobile. Why is not necessarily targeting engage on you as well and lock you in place.
Not a lot of incidental damage though on DRX right now. Often it has to be like a skill shot lands or something like that. There's no equalizers you're going to be dancing through. So if Carrier plays it really well,
By the way, her attack
he
is on
could
back
have
to
some
0.
amazing
I'll be honest with you. If you take the nameplates away, I feel like DRX.
So it stayed what it
Like
should.
they have arrow
Yeah.
into Vi ult or Vi ult into arrow into charm into somebody is dead. They have so much single target blow up. It's so easy to play as well.
And the chase down with the Winter's Bite.
Cleave.
No, you're never getting out.
Oh,
You're never
okay.
getting away.
Center seems decent.
It is predicated a lot on individual lane performance, but we've already seen you.
There's a lot of mana
Game one,
to
which is
rack
very
up
much
there.
in form right now, and Aatrox is one of his own favorites, even though sometimes his performances on it in the past left us raising eyebrows. He does like to play it. I think by now he's definitely a lot more well-versed on it than he was during his debut. And
Goodness, I don't know what was
I think
happening in
he
my
was
round
still
because of
I think
Amazon's
they're
squad.
coordinated enough to
Yeah.
game one. Probably win around some places.
Yeah, I get that. I actually do understand.
Great tools here, and they simplified the comp. Maybe that will be enough to win.
Sleeping Lady has woken up yet or not.
It was not my feel-good place.
I'm pretty sure all of these drop 1 gold guaranteed. I'm pretty sure that's how the crap's work.
Perhaps this is the game that you want to watch. I know game 1 wasn't really at that for like about halfway through. This time, it
Like,
might be
at
a
least
little
1
bit
gold.
less. T1 just have one of these owner faker games where they just roll over the top. Let's jump
I'm
on the
here.
Rift and see whether that does indeed happen. Alright, here we are, ladies and gentlemen, onto the Rift for the second game of our final series of the 1991 debut series. Started off the back with a game 1 victory. Now seeing whether they can do it again against DRX this game. DRX though, as you can see, by the champion.
They see their end.
I go room 7 after this. That Mundo has 5,000 HP. That is calm.
Dynasty started off with a bang as well.
So did the whole universe.
Yeah.
Fate tempts you today.
No, I got absolutely obliterated by it.
Scientists, you know.
I thought that there was something that came back that said actually like the world is older than the Big Bang, or the universe Universal doesn't think ban is something.
Dude, that's crazy.
But I don't think that
Edge and out on Shaker. This augment with Edge and out on Shaker is actually really good.
video game content.
Faker the 20 kills.
Oh no, I've got loads of that, man. Like often it's
That's
just
fast.
cosmic stuff. Just like, you know, Brian Cox and really anything too exact about it.
Is Polaris or Faker a bigger star?
I don't know what to choose. I don't know if that was right, but we'll see.
Maybe we should be talking about that sort of stuff. UCal once again really finding the angles. There's that electricity that you were talking about, Wolf, and already trading very well.
He's got, you know, another matchup where
Sure.
he has some early game
There's more,
agency.
more.
The Ari has the range advantage and is one
There's
of the
all?
champions to proc electrocute,
200 health, yeah.
especially into a melee. So he is going to seek those advantages, and so far has gone well for him. This time not as much of a disaster for Ondil at level 2 either in the bottom lane.
Not going to be too worried about that chain lash is UCal. So the priority they do have is certainly working out as far as this mid lane is concerned. Mirrored jungles here as well, as we can see. And now moving over towards his red buff, but so is Sponge. Doran pulled back here. Rich having a pretty good time. Looks a little bit like a skill from Zeri.
You know what I think's dumb?
Oh, yeah, this skin.
The fact that Senna gives AD and she's a Slayer, and
Yeah.
if while you're playing,
Yep. Yep. And yep.
yeah, yeah.
Hey boy.
Bro, Riot needs to hire me to fix their game.
I got slired.
Teddy unable to walk up far enough. Still no real
Did
punch.
indeed.
Yeah, the zone is going to move in. That's Sponge who locks that one down.
Yeah, that was bizarre.
Yeah.
Quite
use
early.
of the Vault Breaker there from Sponge, just to try and avoid some damage from the resonating strike. Nicely done. And
like-
Foxfire is making Faker's life quite difficult, but he will be able to go back. Should be a-okay. You can see on his
I won't get what I want actually, so there's no point.
Doran in a little bit of trouble. One more, and the flashes need to be traded. Doran will survive, but this is looking
There we
dicey.
go.
Why did you walk? Oh my God!
I was waiting for it.
Face your heart.
Of the champions, but definitely playing a little bit close to the sun there.
Yeah. Oh, more cosmic vibes with conversation here, Wolf. You love to see it.
Yeah.
Keeping it relevant. Faker is still yet to teleport back. Does manage to pick up the cannon here as Andal's moving on up. That could actually just mean a plate going on over to UCal. And with one more minion here, there it goes.
You very rarely see like a pre-5-minute lane dominance play, but every now and then,
Yeah, pretty
you're
good.
able to pick it up. UCal
Oh
used
man.
his whole mana bar, isn't able to get kill pressure on Faker, but pushes it back enough to where he's going to have the free back here as well as that
You
plate.
shine
So,
brightly.
once again, laning so well that he's generating a
Oh man.
kills worth of gold that he's got in
The
advantage
Zed
right
really
now.
messed me up there, I
And
think.
we're reminded as well of the fact that, you know, this was
No, he
another
bought that.
champion on the list.
It wasn't, it was TF.
It was not
TF
Jace,
slaughtered
Aatrox,
me.
And Lucian when he made his debut. And it just shows that his Aatrox is still looking pretty good.
Yeah.
As fighting against Doran here. That time it will avoid the third cube. And Doran trading nicely there. So casting first, full effect. Chronicles show they're not real.
That's a problem. Level makes 6 slow. I could just lose my win streak, which I'm pretty annoyed about. Man.
Don't delay.
That doesn't mean that Sponge can press an R button. He still doesn't
I do have
that
3-star
available.
Senna now.
Has now been taken as Carrier looking for a grand entrance.
The
angle.
quiet
time goes
before
wide.
battle.
That could spell the end for UCal, but still looking
For
for
one
an
gold
angle.
from kills from gold lost this game.
As Guma level
That's
5
funny.
does have that make it rain to slow him down, and DRX not able to get any joy when it comes to these grubs. T1 should be able to just go back and grab the third one if they would like it.
Man, that tempo hijack from Faker was actually insanely high value. Just pushes UCal away. They're able to get the
Let's see what happens in this anyway. Oh, sad.
They see their end.
Which insect? Probably dragonfly.
I do nothing. What's these?
Splat on the.
You shine brightly.
Yeah. He flashed it. It's okay. He's good.
Yeah. So no insect.
We never stop.
He is down his flash now though, and still kills in the situation. But I feel like T1 played that incredibly well. Faker down on CS down.
Maybe huge,
but
but
makes the play to end up getting a
Those 3-stars for it,
Nice.
Do you get 19 more? Big fan. Okay.
They shall not ignore us so easily.
Oh,
As they turn their attention to Gumayushi, level 6 now picked up.
and what's more,
Eddie with
just
the
crushes.
arrow.
So that's not a fucking
As
goal.
Guma was channeling, they don't commit.
My pop one only 11,000 damage, that right?
Yeah, getting that cooldown still would have been worth. Yeah, probably wanting to look for perhaps a different fork area. The dragon is up and available. So maybe a fight around there could have been.
Playing super aggressively this game. This is the kind of confidence you really see from this guy on the Freaks. He's just really looking like he's ready to scrap at any moment. Trying to extend his early game ROM. Opportunity super late, and after losing his flash, goes straight in on the owner. Causing chaos there. And then ends up
Yeah, man. I turned off now. So,
well in this early game against an incredibly strong team is giving you hope that there's massive improvements that have been made.
100%, and they've been doing a lot of studying. It was something that Sponge actually said in an interview talking about the fact that they a lot of what the top teams have been doing is Rich worked out killing the 80 carry in a top lane 1v1 is a good way to do it. Pulls Gumayushi back, but he is able to survive.
Doesn't go for a flash play or anything like that, knowing that Guma also has his flash available for there. Andil, you know, in the mid lane, trying to make something happen, gets his ult hijacked. Faker just drops that one down. Nothing occurs there, really. As one of our longer first bloods.
Yeah, this is taking a while. Things are extraordinarily easy. 3 grubs went over to T1, but that is it when it comes to the objectives. Owner looking to augment that with a dragon at the same time. And now presses it. The charm is going to be found here. And
I
this
know
is the
what
RFI
lurks in
combo.
the
So what
shadows.
Faker can do. Goes down very low, but Carrier not enough to save him, and he's going to have to flash to safety as well. DRX, I mean, this duo doing exactly what it says it should be.
Looking really clean, looking really good. Faker was able to, with Carrier's help, at least deny UCal the kill.
Okay, Doran.
I was just talking to Chels.
I'm out. 7.
Aye.
There's no...
How I was.
I know what lurks in the shadows.
It's not. But, yeah, interesting early game here.
There is nothing but fear.
Yeah, I'm looking forward to seeing if Rich can actually find some value in some of these team fights as well.
I know what
Melee
lurks
Jace
in the
in the last
shadows.
game, and missing a lot of shot blasts from range. So I think now, I mean, this
I know what lurks in the shadows.
feels pretty good.
Double Sunder Sky picked up at the same time. Synergy. Synergy indeed.
I don't know how this goes.
These
They should run.
Alright, golden rocks. Alright, failures.
Now, we'll get back to you around 21 minutes in. We haven't geared for UCal, but this is the new Ari build, which is really Baker and Rich both have teleport. Rich has Cryo, could come up here to try to affect
Oh
this
man.
Because they are now split. Opponent will be able to wrap around.
How's he doing?
Is going to reset. Once you getting into here, I think T1 needs to.
Fiddle's pretty strong.
Actually, I mean, they will just be chain CC. That's
Not
still
quite
first
enough.
ball.
I do top 4.
Yeah. So is Mike going to be
Yeah.
invested here? And it looks like DRX are just going to give up.
I'm gonna hop off.
Yeah, man.
T1 should be
Okay,
sitting on
man.
5.
Yeah, we'll do so.
To the rest of the
Yeah.
game.
Yeah, I think
Feels real good.
in terms of a team fight there, if DRX were in position to fight it, they win 100%, but T1 were just playing the map better. They were threatening plates, and DRX eventually had to say, engage on them, and also were losing plates, so they had to make the decision to back away.
Ooh, another smite actually available here. So he's the able to grab the second one, but still 4-2. T1 going to have some void mites to help him out. It's going to be feeling pretty good.
I do like how T1 are using turrets and lane pressure to
Okay.
help secure these objectives. And they can
Maybe
afford to split.
I'll take that offset. I just need to use both maneuvers.
T1 didn't overcommit, they respected that single target chain CC, and got plate gold instead, and then pulled DRX back and then grabbed the.
Not horrible loss.
Not much at all in game number 1 on the Corki. This time on the Ash, certainly a lot more high priority pick.
Yeah, he went for the Utah's first, which is better than Triforce. Please don't put that. Somebody has that yesterday, I'm not gonna-
That's probably what I want right now.
But he is significantly far behind in this game in terms of CS, so you can see that gold lead reflected in Guma. But Bloodthirster online, which should give him a little bit more safety to this comp. here
Maybe
against
I
DRX.
do that as
So he's
well.
feeling pretty good.
Nailed it. And I was worried. I was really worried.
But it's a very even game, and this time T1 doesn't have a massive scaling advantage like they did last time around. So the 600 gold lead feels just like a 600 gold lead. It's now 500 gold lead. Yep. It's only a small advantage. These next few fights are really going to be where the game breaks open.
To your heart's content.
He comes down right now, supporting the team as it sails by. Maybe there were snacks on it, and they got to pick a snack off the arrow to find some sustenance, something like that. Otherwise, they didn't do it.
There was not
Nah,
a lot
bro.
of vision for DRX in the river. I think that's part of
Not
why
enough.
Spawn decided not to hold Carrier there. He was scared about what it would mean for the upcoming fight.
Undil, yeah, Undil is all the way up, but he's able to stand beside Sponge. And Faker finding some chains here, looking for the solo kill onto UCal, but once again, it's going to be a charm landing. Meanwhile, more fighting here towards the bottom side of the map as the flash over the wall there, and another stand beside me here.
Oh, Silver 310 LP. That's not good compared to last season.
Hoping that he was able to
Alright.
get in on some of that action. Felt like a fight built
Yeah,
for an
rough
Aatrox
game,
versus
isn't it?
T1 just fighting
Alrighty.
around Rich instead of for him.
I'll pop into your stream tomorrow, mate, if you're doing one,
The amount of times
hopefully.
he's almost died this game.
So I'm gonna head off. See you, mate.
Pure death so far in this one. And gold lead actually swings over to T1 here after that last passage of play. And Owner is going to start this dragon without really any teammates nearby.
I know what lurks in the shadows.
So, UCal's backing, he doesn't have teleport, so it looks like it is just going to be a give up on the dragon type
But
scenario.
potentially first brick here on this dive if they commit. Yeah, they won't though.
So it is just the dragon going down. Mountain Soul this as well. Feels a little bit better than the Chemtex that we have been seeing so far today. Rift Herald going to be started up. Carrier in the area. Gumushi and
a fairly skill-based matchup in game one. I mean, it's tough for the Azir, but it is one that you can do better than I think Faker performed on in game one. This is a much tougher matchup into the Ahri early. He got bullied, but Faker's the brain guy now. You know, he was the guy who solo killed Ambition.
Yeah.
Faker, look at the moves, look at the plays. He was the hands guy, but now he's just got so much experience. He's the brain guy. He's playing the map. Knows he can TP in if his team sees an angle to commit to that fight, but otherwise can just get piece of strength and turret gold by finishing it off, and that's exactly what he did.
Owner and Carrier all diving in. There's a public execution, and Rich, in the blink of an eye, is just dead. Yeah, he just needs a little head movement there.
Brace yourself!
Now it's going to be a 3,000
They're grub lead.
Still connects.
Nice catch by Owner.
Yeah, it may have missed, in fact. As cease and desist does come on through. Owner will, in fact, cease and or desist the living thing. And Teddy's going to be able to grab
I'm not messing around.
Taken down.
I feel sad. I actually thought he was probably going to be fine, and now I feel guilty for saying he caught it.
I mean, he did kind of catch it.
Yeah. Okay, going back to this play here. It's a three-man. Faker's very safe in the bottom lane, so there's no cross-map opportunity. Then they go for the second turret here. Owner, fortunately, dashes back with the safeguard and ends up being caught by it. Then he's in via ult range, and the rest of the team is rotated up, so he gets left to die. And they do not get that interchange. But
Teddy potentially able to get the first turret here. Public execution as Teddy flashes out of the way and will be able to survive. Yukao grabbing that kill, big deal to try and get some more money onto the Ahri. As Rich not wanting the 1v1 with Faker.
yeah, he knows what it's like to be the Faker of HOTS, and he sees Faker on the other side. Like,
True.
I wouldn't mess with him back then, so I'm out of here. Just evacuate the situation, and they do finally get that turret top side. So after two turrets narrowly dying, DRX will actually bring the gold lead back to their side, although it is very small. So yeah, still, it's been a very close game. I don't want to say back and forth. It's been very measured on both sides.
Rich this time actually managing to find an angle here. And we'll be able to bring out at least that trade. So yeah, like you were saying, I felt like the gold was ready to balloon, completely out of control.
And it was dead, it was fine. It was so saved by that arrow situation. Yeah. Like it was a nice attempt from Teddy. Unfortunately, Owner, like, he didn't know the angle. He ended up dying, but that really took a lot of the wind out of T1's sails on what could have been an incredible gold swing there. And then DRX get that top turret, take a small lead themselves. Dragon is up. This is sole point for Mountain Soul for T1. DRX absolutely need to fight over this. It's about to get it away, unfortunately, I think, for Yukal's Rod of Ages to complete. Wise to consider giving this up.
Well, this turret seems to be where DRX are kind of focused for now. They do need to stop T1 from getting that full point.
Yeah, and actually the Herald drop made me think the Dragon was spawning faster than it actually was. It didn't spawn when they dropped it, so the Herald just got denied and it didn't hold the cryo. So T1's still contesting for this.
Yep, and the Dragon, we saw it kind of flap its way down, so you can see that in the announcement. As Drake has entered the game. 100 gold the difference between the two teams, but 2 Drakes makes T1's game state feel a little bit better than that of DRX right now.
Faker waiting for something here. Didn't have teleport, so
yeah, very does manage to get
Cosmic.
it. So Cosmic Drive now completed. So 2-item spike comes in. Does have that ahead.
Interestingly, his Rod is later, so we'll get more value out of the level up he'll get, but unfortunately he won't
certainly something there. So,
You will know your place.
it's going to be Phantom Dancer done here for Teddy. Still wants to be build it like the third item. Probably feels the best when you're going for a build like this.
This actually feels like, weirdly enough, Atlas, the most LCK team we've had. Everything's super slow, everything's super calculated, no huge errors on either side.
I'm sorry. This may hurt. I'm sorry. This may hurt.
Such an even game, and everyone has the same pieces on what is an LCK chess game here.
Oh, this may be the difference maker as Doran just dances around the minion wave. Rich will find a sweet spot, but unfortunately is losing out on the trade. Spunk will stay in that fog of war as Teddy gets a shove up this mid lane. So 2 turrets to 1 is a large reason why things are still so even with DRX having fewer kills. He's absolutely fine.
That's why you took a bunch of damage.
We have a really relevant question that was just asked in our group chat, by the way. Tom connects on a Faker, but he is still looking for more. Chains go wide. Rich still at full health, and Faker may have overextended, but he's got another dash. The cavalry are coming down, but they're seen on the vision as the quickness dives forward, and there's the bullet time. They take down the Rakan, though. It was an awkward situation, and the turret is also going to fall. Ultimately, in the end, I think it was just completely even.
Yeah, it's just a 1-for-1 support for jungle.
And Valdez didn't even learn about what was written on the tin.
Yeah, and I don't even know what tin we talked about the Nafiri tin earlier, but
Yeah, there's a few tins that have been going around. It feels like my sort of word of the day. Kind of like rap
if
from
I
yesterday.
had like a $10 bill for a Manon, so to speak, the basically
Yeah.
the Korean $10 bill for every time DRX overextended for a play and it ended up backfiring, I'd be able to buy a lot of tins out of this. But luckily, this time it's not just a big overextension with no follow-up because Yukao is super mobile.
You're in my realm now.
The rest of DRX teams are up here to help push the spurs out. Quite a long time with that Q there to actually very worried that DRX were going to hyper overextend and give multiple kills to T1. They do end up pulling it off, grabbing that turret. The game is still even. They're looking for another turret here to make it basically dead even in terms of gold.
Yeah, slight advantage, in fact, here for DRX. It's like 300 gold.
Yeah, it's even.
Yeah, nothing. So Baron has just spawned. It is another case where there's Arakan and Baron here towards the top side of the map. And last time the game was even, and then we had that situation where the Baron and Arakan immediately went down, and then T1 had a 10,000 gold lead out of nowhere, and the game was over.
This time, T1 do not have Baron control. They do not have Otacon control. They don't have full vision in the river. It's in fact DRX who have those advantages.
Ooh, Doran finding
Brace yourself!
To filter it through, there's so many ways that go wrong. It goes wrong with the, the arrow, etc., etc. We've been talking about all day long with the single target kill potential that DRX have. They're going to clear this vision once again. T1, 20 seconds time until they can fight for soul point here on this dragon. I don't think DRX are willing to trade that for the Baron right now.
But this time, it's just soul point, right? As Andal gives him the door, and engagement with Storm is just not really going to be a possibility. That's what it says on the tin, by the way. It says...
I see we've gotten wider again.
It's true.
And the other side of the tin says...
I'm
Braum
here!
does not engage as well. It's a multifaceted tin, but it's mainly about Braum.
Yeah, the tin basically is the Surgeon General's warning in this case.
Yeah.
Well, Dragon is spawned. T1 do not have Cryo. And DRX, I mean, this is their tools that
No better time to die! Chase to your heart. Now, look at this grapple! We crushed
Out on the
it!
handle through Rich here. And he's going to be faking the locks down the dragon. That's kind of crazy. Sponge goes in, but Rich is in amongst it as well. The bullet time interrupted pretty quickly, but DRX are just kind of melting. Finally, they find some angles and Rich.
We bow to no one.
As he looks to exit, it was an even fight until then. Faker dives forward, looks for Rich, but he doesn't get it. The Infernal Chains, and it's Cal that locks down the kill. Orbit Deception coming on through here, but there's a right click, and Gumayushi's able to take down the Ari. Only Rich staying alive here.
9,000 damage for Gumayusi in the fight, positioning incredibly well and layering in the damage from start to finish. Teddy, unfortunately, with how he positioned so safely early,